Well, what do we got here? Well, snow's coming down at a pretty good clip this morning with a not very well modeled shortwave trough. You can see snow is actually in some locations moderate, coming down at a pretty good clip here. We picked up better than about 2 inches, 2.5 inches in parts of Waitsfield. East of the Green Mountains, not quite as extensive, but most roads are snow covered across the northern tier of Vermont, generally the northern half even of the state. Not well modeled, but here is that shortwave at surface trough that's moving in, bringing a reinforcing shot of a slightly colder air. And temperature is up to the north of us. Again, colder. You can see north of the Great Lakes, their temperatures down this morning below zero. So interaction between that and temperatures in the 40s and 50s and a supply of moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, interacting with different parts of a sort of a west-northwesterly flow. One of these potent little short waves here, not very well modeled this morning. I would expect improving conditions as we're going to get into slightly drier air with this frontal system here starting to push in that drier air. And most of the snowfall we're seeing in northern Vermont will be exiting off to the east. However, southern Vermont's going to catch a little bit of this system. It looks like a little bit more snow shower activity. So what does the computer model world say? Well, a little bit of zippity doo-dah snowfall here, and again, hit from the north, hit the south, and the southern streak, sort of a stretch vorticity, pulled along, and this is going to lift north along this frontal boundary, it looks like, and we're going to be in a very busy sort of nuisance snow shower time here for the next, looks like at least 3 days. And some improvement along about Wednesday as high pressure pushes the frontal boundary just enough to the south, but then it starts to affect mainly southern Vermont. And then as we get into Thursday, same kind of deal, and then that lifts northward. However, we do have more snow with that change, with warm air advection working its way across the region. Temperature schematic, something to look forward to. It looks like a week that's going to be well below normal once again, but we get into basically Thursday. Temperatures are going to make a little bit of an uptick. We have precip here, but then once we get past this point here, I'm anticipating real spring. This is kind of a false spring. This is going to be more or less an overlap of winter into spring. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.